When you drive a Chevy, it's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Hey, welcome back here to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. I'm Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy, and pleased that you're joining us right now in this segment brought to you by Lyona Laborers Local 663, reminding us to drive safely in those work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Also presented by the Bank of Billings, established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County, member FDIC. Go down just about an hour south of me here to Branson High School. We welcome in Branson Pirate head football coach Aaron Hafner. Coach Hafner, thanks so much for your time today.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Coach, off to a tremendous start, 3-0. Talk a little bit about the beginning of the season for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's been a great start for us. It's this is my third year at Branson, and when David Large hired me and a couple of years ago, we knew there were some challenges here that we needed to get fixed, and I think a lot of the hard work in this 3-0 start, started 3 years ago. To be honest with you, it's been an idea and a culture change of a lot of weight room emphasis and practice stuff, and it's taken us 3 years to get to a point where we've been, just where we are in 3-0, but just being competitive. Last year I thought we did some really good things throughout the season, being in the COC last year, playing some really solid opponents and different things like that. So we saw some growth from year one to year two. Lots of returning players this year. Off to a great start. Played Harrison week one, a solid team out of Arkansas, and then Camden week two, and then Bolivar week three, and just again some growth throughout this year already. Our kids aren't satisfied. We want to keep rolling here, so we got a good group of kids that wants to continue this winning streak and things that we're trying to get accomplished.
Hey, you mentioned your third year there at Branson. Tell us a little bit about your background. I know some of it because I know some of your family, but it's not for me to tell. But tell us a little bit about your background and where you've been.
Well, I've had a lot of different jobs, and I've kind of been a nomad, to be honest with you, like a lot of other football coaches. But I started my career at Webb City and had an opportunity to coach there in the beginning of my career, which was obviously a great start to an unbelievable experience. I had an opportunity in 2000 to win a state championship as a defensive coordinator under Coach Roderick. Just a great mentor for me and great friend still to this day. And then I had an opportunity to get some head coaching jobs, and was at Republic for 3 years. A similar situation that Branson was in when I took this job, and did some great things there. And my brother Todd, who's the head coach at Carl Junction, he was just leaving Emporia State and took the head job at William Penn University. And I decided to go up there and get into college football, and was at William Penn for 7 years as the offensive coordinator, and then had an opportunity to be a head college coach at Luther College, a Division III school in Iowa. Great experience there. Daughter graduated from Decorah High School, and she was going to come down and run track at Missouri State. So my life took a little turn from a family perspective, and so I got back into high school coaching. After 12 years of college, and just spending, just trying to get closer to Springfield to watch her run and different things like that. And so I took the head coaching job at Olathe Northwest in Olathe, Kansas, and was there for 4 years, and then being at Branson now for 3.
Well, outstanding. We guys, like you mentioned, off to a 3-0 start. You've got West Plains and Parkview coming up at home. What do you feel like your team right now is doing really well? And it's kind of a two-part question. Doing really well, and where are some areas maybe where you feel like, hey, if we're going to make a run at this, these are some areas maybe we need to shore up?
Well, we played really good special teams. We have, in my opinion, the best kicker in the state, Dane Eford. He was a first-team All-State 5A performer last year, and we have him back. Highly touted Division I recruit at kicker. And anytime you have a kicker that you establish a lot of field position and different things, when you kick it out of the back of the end zone on kickoffs and different things like that. So it starts there. We've been playing really solid on defense. We gave up just over 100 yards against Bolivar last week, and I think the big improvement from the last couple of years is our defense is flying around. You can tell their weight room and development is really showing up. We're very aggressive on defense as far as running the ball and physical. And we do what we do on offense. Like we have an unbelievable quarterback in Luke McCormick, and he's our guy. I mean, he's the guy that does a lot of our checks at the line of scrimmage. He's very good decision maker. Does a lot of great things as far as running the flex zone, and he's our guy. And we're much improved up front. And we have several weapons that we're able to throw the ball a little bit. And, that's the difference, especially in the ball of our game last week. To be able to run flex zone and run the ball, and then go 11 for 14 in the passing game. Because Tegan Asbury is a big weapon for us. That's a big deal, and I think right now that's kind of just a complete part of our team. And you're right. There's always room for improvement. We got some kids banged up right now. You asked me, I think your second question was, where do we need to do? We need to get healthy in a couple different areas and get some kids back. But, it's a long season. So hopefully get those kids back, more towards district time. And, we have one turnover right now on offense. And I hate to even say it. You got to knock on wood when you say that. But one turnover week one, a fumble, and then 0 turnovers the last couple of weeks, and we've turned people over. So that turnover margin has been a big factor in our success as well.
So Friday night, you've got West Plains coming to your place. West Plains has had a ton of success in the last, half decade, if not longer. What do you know about the Zizzers?
That's what's fun about our new conference, the Ozark Mountain Conference, is we're playing a lot of opponents that we're not familiar with. And, when you turn on film, you just don't know what you're going to get. You play the Nixes and Republics and Webb Cities all these years. You knew what you're going to get. Like you had a decent idea, but and that's what's been fun for our kids, is seeing some new opponents. And always, in the back of my mind, I'm a football junkie, so we follow football, and we follow West Plains. And traditionally, very hard nosed team, very physical, and they're no different this year. They play extremely hard. Coach Wyatt does an excellent job scheming and doing things. He's done a great job against the option in the past. And that's one thing we have to look at. So we expect a real physical game on Friday night, and I know their kids are going to play extremely hard in their big game. They're 2-1, we're 3-0. This Ozark Mountain Conference, this will be week 2, so there's going to be this is going to kind of set the tone for the rest of the year as far as the where people will probably end up in the conference and different things. So this is a big game Friday night.
And it's a big game also because right now you're sitting in that district. You're sitting at number 1. At what point during the year do coaches, and some of them have answered this different ways, do you start kind of peeking at that district standings and kind of seeing, okay, where do the numbers lie? And I still don't understand the formula, but I know if you beat the guys in your district, you're going to be ahead of them, but maybe hoping to try and get a home game. When do you kind of start peeking at that?
Yeah, that's for us, it's like that 7th, 8th, 9th week. It really doesn't do you a lot of good right now, just from so many things are going to change. And you're right, that formula, I don't think anybody has it figured out. You're correct on that. So you sit there, and I haven't even looked at it yet. So that's news to me that we're sitting at the top. But you have Willard that's playing really good football right now. Has a couple wins, and Republic, they're a young team that's just going to improve. So. As 7, 8, 9 start coming around, you start looking to see, that 1, 2, 3, 4 seed. Those are important, that you get home games, and that 1 seed is what you're pushing for. So you get that first week bye to get rested up and get that home field advantage throughout districts.
Well, outstanding. Well, Coach, I greatly appreciate you being generous with your time, and best of luck against West Plains on Friday night. And hopefully we'll get to visit with you on the scoreboard show at some point throughout the season. But good luck, and thank you so much for your time today.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Aaron Hafner, head football coach, Branson Pirates. And you're listening to and watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
In the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.